Speech off.
Hey guys, it's me, Brittany. Okay, so welcome to everyone. Today we're going to talk about a recipe on how to make homemade ground turkey or ground beef burgers. Okay, so the stuff you need your ground turkey or ground beef, whichever one you are using. And all I use really is salt, pepper, and garlic powder and onion powder. And if you have it, paprika. Whatever seasonings you want, really, you can put. But because of the vegetables included, it's pretty much flavorful. So for the vegetables, you really only need onion and bell pepper. Whichever bell pepper you want is fine. It doesn't really matter which color. But the more vegetables you have inside, the better. So one time I put onions, bell pepper, celery, cilantro. Now that combination is it. I was upset. I mean, I needed to make more burgers, period. It was just too good. But if you only have onions and bell peppers, that's just fine. Okay, so what you will do is, oh yeah, and you need breadcrumbs. And yeah, that's it. If you have Italian breadcrumbs, then definitely use it. Okay, so this is what you do. You get your ground beef or your ground turkey. I always do ground turkey. I don't buy ground beef really, so yeah. But ground beef you can do too. So I put my ground turkey, my raw ground turkey in a bowl. And then I set that to the side. I cut up my vegetables, whichever vegetables I'm putting. So my go-to is really onions, bell pepper, celery, and cilantro. So with the cilantro, I just literally cut up the cilantro, put it fresh in the ground turkey, the raw ground turkey. For the rest of the vegetables, the celery, onion, bell pepper, and whatever else vegetables you want to put, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Make sure you chop them up really fine. Put them in and saute them, put a little grease or butter in your skillet and saute them until they're soft. Once they're soft, then put it in the bowl with your cilantro and raw ground turkey or ground beef. Once you do that, season it. I put pink salt, black pepper, and garlic powder, and onion powder, and paprika. I just put a little bit of each because, like I said, the vegetables bring the flavor. And you can use whatever salt you prefer. It doesn't have to be pink salt. It could be seasoned salt, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So after you season it, then you pour in some breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs, I just really eyeball. Come on now. I just put a good amount. I don't measure it. Sorry. So just put, okay, if you just gotta measure it, put like a quarter, get like a quarter cup. Again, I eyeball it. Sorry. So after you add your breadcrumbs, you mix it all in with your hands. If you are the type of person who just hates touching meat, get some gloves because you gotta get on up in there with your hands. So get all up in there with your hands. Make sure all the vegetables and the breadcrumbs are incorporated with the meat, and it's just like all one glob of meat, right? With all the stuff in it, the vegetables and the breadcrumbs. All right, then you take pieces, chunks of however big you want to make it, however thin you want to make it, whatever the case may be. And you start shaping your hamburger patties. Okay, so you get for ground turkey, you get a flat pan and you put parchment paper on the flat pan. If you don't have parchment paper, then you could spray the pan with oil or butter, and vice versa with aluminum foil. If you want to use aluminum foil, you should still spray the aluminum foil with oil or put a little butter spread all around the aluminum foil. But if you have parchment paper, that's the best to use. So you start putting your shaped hamburger patties on the flat pan with the parchment paper until all your meat's done. And then you put it in the oven on 325 degrees, 30 minutes on one side, and when you go to check it, it should be real crispy, you should be oh, so it's a little hard at the top, it's crispy, but it's still soft. Then you flip your burgers, and you might only need to put it in there for 20 minutes. It may not need a whole 30 minutes because it's ground turkey, So after 20 minutes, come check it, and it should be crispy and kind of hard like the other side. And it's done. It's so good. I be eating mine with, I put on a burger bun, I put mayonnaise, I put cheese, I put green onion, I put tomatoes, avocado, sometimes lettuce. I'm not really a lettuce chick on my burger, but I will sometimes. And I mean, please, okay, please. Now for ground beef, it's a little bit different because ground beef is what they call greasy. Okay, so with ground beef, I put you can get a casserole dish, or you know, like something that can hold liquid, you know, and you can just spray it with the olive oil spray, or you know, butter, or even just put the parchment paper down. And you shape your ground beef patties, put it in the, you know, casserole dish until it's all done, one by one, and then you put it in the oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After 30 minutes, come check to make sure it's crispy at the top, and then flip it and check after 20 minutes. And if it may need more time, then you give it another 5 or 10 minutes so it can make sure both sides are crispy. So the crispiness is from the breadcrumbs. So if you don't have breadcrumbs, I'm not too sure if it's going to come out crispy, like I'm saying. So try to get your breadcrumbs. Now, for the tip, I always give a tip with the food recipes. So for your tip, this tip, a lot of people may already know, but I just taught my cousin this tip the other day, so I'm like, oh, maybe other people don't know. But you know, like when you have like a jelly jar or spaghetti sauce jar or like a salsa jar, any jar that's glass and it's like hard as hell to take the top off. I know people trying all types of stuff, hitting the top of blah, blah, blah. What you need to do is tap the bottom of the jar, like tap, 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 tap a couple times, and then your top comes right off. For people that don't know that, when you try it, you're going to be like, oh, damn, all these years I've been struggling, about to have a damn heart attack. Yeah. So it makes life so much easier. I guess the pressure from the contents inside brings the top easily. I'm just trying to think of some science shit. But yeah, when you tap the bottom, the top comes right off when you screw it off. So I hope you guys love those burgers. You got to try them damn burgers. I mean, there's no other way to make them. I'm so sorry. So you guys have a great day, and remember, if you have a tsunami in your life, don't let it swallow you. Just keep swimming. See y'all later.
Speech on. Stop recording video.